Let's perform the electrocochleography test. This test allows us to evaluate the state of cochlea and the initial part of auditory nerve of our patient. To perform the electrocochleography, we need to use a special type of active electrodes. There were a lot of different types, for example, extratympanical, like deep throat, and intratympanical, for example, special membranes or transtympanical needles. The last type requires profound skills from the audiologist and a good anesthesia before applying. Today we will use deep throat as active electrode. Let's start to prepare the skin before the procedure. To reach the good impedance during the stimulation, we need to prepare it in the right way. Firstly, we need to degrease the points of future position of electrodes with the spiritus napkin. Active electrode we will put in the left ear canal today. We degrease the skin of the ear. The reference electrode we will put on the skin behind the contralateral mastoid. In our case, it is the right mastoid. Also, we can choose another points to position the reference electrode, for example, in a higher forehead. But today we will use the contramastoid. And the ground electrode we will put on the forehead of our patient. Next, we need to peel off the skin in this point using the abrasive paste. We peel off the skin till a slight redness. And the skin around the outer ear canal. Now we can position the reference and the ground electrode. Today we will use the single-use hydrogel electrodes. And put it on the skin behind the right mastoid, the reference, and the ground on the skin, forehead. Next, we will connect these electrodes to our amplifier using the alligator connectors. The reference electrode we connect to the first minus channel of our amplifier. And the ground electrode we connect to the common channel of our amplifier. As you can see, today we will use only one channel of our amplifier because we use only one deep throat for the left ear. If you want, you can use two deep throats for each ear and apply connectors to the two channels of amplifier. In the electrocochleography test, we need to use a special type of auditory stimulator. As you can see, it is insert earphones. Because we will evaluate the state of left ear, in the left part of our auditory stimulator, we connect our active electrode deep throat. This way. To connect deep throat to our amplifier, we will use a special alligator connector for cochleographic electrode. Before inserting in the patient's ear, we need to apply a little amount of conductive gel on the deep throat. Now we prepare the deep throat this way. and insert in the patient's outer ear canal as profound as we can. Now we connect our deep throat to amplifier using the plus third channel of it. On the other side, in the right ear, they use the simple tip of insert earphones. We insert it the same way. To fix the earphone firmly, we can use the patient gloves and the special clips, like this. Now we collect the cables together to minimize the notch noise. And now we are ready to work in our neuroaudio.net program. We are in the electrocochleography window now. We put necessary electrodes before. We can see the settings here, the stimulation rate. Also, we can choose the way to perform the stimuli. For example, the auditory neuropathy become different stimuli in different banks. Here we can see the parameters of hardware, the stimulus. We use click stimulus now. Also, note that we use only one channel in this probe. Choose it and press OK. Now we can choose the necessary side of stimulation, check the impedance. Active is plus, it's okay. Check that you use insert earphones and start acquisition. You can see the process of stimulation and averaging, see the curve. Ask the patient to relax maximally before to close his eyes. Now we are in the process. If you have some much quantity of averaging, press here. Now we get response. We can put the markers of baseline, SP for cochlea and AP for auditory nerve, and the program will automatically calculate all the necessary values. For example, the amplitude ratio and the area ratio, which is important, for example, in diagnostic such disease as Meniere disease. Now you can save, repeat for right ear, for example, or perform another test.